Okay, this is a 15 by 8 Lifetime shed. And this is the one that has the 2 doors, right? And so, okay, first of all, I've also have that 8 by 10 shed. That's 4 years old. And you could see it actually looks great, right? So, let me just show you some stuff that I've experienced with this one. So, in fact, when it's really hot and the sun's hitting it, so that way is the west. Okay, so the shed, this door's facing the west. These walls right here on the corners by the door, they actually start to bend out a lot because the heat kind of does something weird to them. Same on this side. You can tell this side doesn't look as bad, and I'll tell you why. But inside, and I know it's kind of dark, I'm sorry, but right where I have that piece of wood, today when it was really hot, the floor just bubbled up right there. Now that really bothered me, but I'm thinking, hello. I'm thinking that I never experienced it with my 8 by 10 because I've always had plywood in here on the floor, always. For when I have like heavy shelves like this, I don't want those feet pushing hard in one place, right? So, but I've never had the issue with the doors on this one, ever. But I'll show you what I did to remedy it on this shed right here. So this 15 by 8 came with this thing. It's like a thing you can put in a corner and then you put like shovels in it. But I actually used it to like pull the shed in more. So like because this side has it, this side is not warping nearly as much and it's a lot more solid now. So I'm probably going to end up having to buy one more for this one because I'm telling you, when it gets hot outside, it really bends out a lot. Okay, other feedback for you guys. It's getting really dark. Putting these doors on sucks. If I could go back in time, I'd only get this 15 by 8 or the 20 by 8 without this side door, because that extra triangle there up top is actually a lot more work than just putting on the regular panels. That thing adds a lot of steps, and the doors, putting on the doors is awful. So what you do is you have the poles that are in the middle of the door, right? And they go into this little circle thing down here, and there's this little tiny pin you can see here that you have to stick through the smallest crack. You have to line up the pole. There's a hole in the pole. You have to line up the crack in the hole and put it in there and then bend it over. But it was so hard to do. Like, it was a lot of work. And these 2 doors took us like 25 minutes. And so what I did on the second ones is I took the metal pole out. And this is before this top arch is on, right? So you're able to still take the pole out. I took the pole out of the door, put the pole down, and without the door on, the pole is a lot easier to twist around and manipulate to line up that crack with that hole. And then once we got the pin in, I just lifted up the door real tall and just slid the door down. And then one of the next steps was you put on this arch. So the doors have, complete hinges and are in place. So let's see, what other advice could I give you on this? I wish it was brighter in here. It's certainly really dark, I'm sorry. Yeah, again, really important. If you guys have things that are really heavy, like back there in the corner, you can't exactly see, I have a really heavy toolbox. I put that thing on top of a 2x4, or not a 2x4, sorry, a sheet of plywood. Because the way this floor works, there will be big indents in this floor if you have something really, really heavy like that. So really heavy things that are all the way is on fine little pinpoints, put pieces of wood under there, okay? I wouldn't bother with these stupid things. If you guys get this version, I think they're really stupid. You just drill screws all the way through and then try to tap into here. I don't think it adds that much value, and I think it was just too much work. So I would personally leave these off if I was you guys. But again, I would just buy the straight one, because that door, I ended up just blocking it off with shelving right there. But, this shed over here, guys, it's lasted 4 years, and the color is the same. Like, it's true. It doesn't fade at all from the sun. There's my son crying. Hey, Ashley. Ashley, could you get him inside? Thank you. So, it's way past their bedtime. But, yeah, the other weird thing that I've had before I moved this one used to be over there on cement, but this front spot, you can see it's kind of risen a little bit. It rises, I think, because of the sun, but that's never been a problem. But the floor did it on that one, but in the middle, which was really weird. That's why I put that piece of wood on it, and I'm probably just going to end up covering the whole floor in there with plywood, so I don't have to deal with that anymore. So anyway, let me know what questions you have. I might make another video as I think of more hints.